Fat and sassy. That's what my old high school coach used to call it. When you filled up, you're fat and sassy. Right now I'm fat and sassy. Um, just got back from Twin Peaks. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. Had a couple beers after driving 8 hours. Had a couple beers. Billionaire bacon burger, double. 53 grams of protein for the regular, so a lot of protein. After a 24-hour fast, I'm fat and sassy. Hey, I want to do this video and talk about being fat. This is just how I talk, so if you don't like it, that's all right. I had like 7 people text me already this week. I'm fat. Like, that's it. I'm fat. Clients, friends. Had a conversation on the drive here with a buddy that, well, we've talked about this a couple times about just being fat. He goes, I'm a little chubby, I'm a little chunky, I got a little bit extra. Shoot, we've all had our times, and we're all whatever. This isn't about to. This video is not to judge anybody. I don't care if you're fat or you're skinny or whatever. I love you either way. Women, for my female friends, you're perfect the way you are. Okay. To my guy friends, the men in my life, you're fat. To my Christian friends in my groups, at my church, yep, you're sinning. Gluttony, it's a sin. You're eating too much food, and you're too lazy, and you're fat. Now that I got that out of the way, I want to talk about a couple things and just be as straightforward as I can. I plan on doing a couple videos on this, but just about being fat. I've had my ups and downs with weight over the years. I'm 48 years old, and man, there's been a couple times where somebody takes a picture, they post it on Facebook, and you look at it and you're like, oh damn, I'm fat. I do. Maybe I'm the only one. But I was really inspired. I got to tell you this. When I came to Phoenix in February, I was at the Waste Management at the Bird's Nest. I was at a country concert, and I guess I walked through like a video crew, and I was on TV. And my buddy Earl takes a picture of me on TV, and I'm at like an angle where I just look fat as AF. And maybe that inspired me a little bit to go on this little journey that I've been on. But I don't know. I don't know if you can relate to this or not. I'm in the peptide business now. I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost over 50 pounds over the last year. And I've really been pursuing health. And it's not so much weight loss, but it's fat loss. I want to lose fat. I've been 250, 260 pounds with a lot of muscle, one of the strongest guys in the gym for, most of my life, I would say. But I've always had a little something extra, which I justified at the time because, hey, I could bench press the house. I'm stronger than pretty much every dude in here. Big arms, shoulders, back, chest. But shoot, I drink beer, and I've never been on a diet my whole life. So I just ate whatever I wanted to. Can't really out-train a bad diet. I tried. You can't. But anyway, I know what it's like, and I probably have some women listening to this, and I have some men listening to this, and I really want to talk to the men. But women, I've got some coaching clients and some clients, some peptide clients, and girl in Chandler, woman in Chandler. She's like, yeah, I want to lose like 5 pounds, like right here. I'm like, man, you're perfect the way that you are. But peptides don't really work that way. You can't just, just address like one little area. But, it doesn't matter if she or he is like in perfect shape. I think we're all the same. I mean, we are all a little self-conscious. I think a lot of us are self-conscious, me included. Um, yeah, fat is not attractive to us. I'm not looking at other people here, so I'm not talking about you, but just the conversations that I'm having with all of my clients now, both men and women, are like, man, I would like to burn some more fat. So it got me thinking, and it inspired me to do this video, and I'm gonna kind of make it a series about being fat. I think being fat is a choice. Before you get into my comments and start making some being mean and I'm body shaming, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So please follow me here. When I say it's a choice, we choose what we eat. We choose our level of activity. And now, and for like the first time probably in all of our lives, there are peptides that you can take that, not you, but your kangaroo. So not for human use, but we'll talk about that in a second. You have a choice now. You've got some options available to you. There's something that you can take that will burn fat, even if you do not change your lifestyle, what you eat, and working out. You will burn fat. You will lose weight. And on retatrutide in particular, you get to keep your muscle. Now, there's a little bit of an equation to that. You have to eat protein to keep your muscle, but so if you eat enough protein, you can keep the muscle that you have and you can burn fat. And that's without going crazy in the gym or anything. So when I say being fat's a choice, and I know there's gonna be people, don't be that person that says, I've got this disorder and this and this and this, and I've been diagnosed and I've got 100 different reasons why I am who I am. I love you either way. I don't care. Okay? I no judgment here. But you've got some options available to you, and my conversation on the truck ride here is with a really good friend of mine in Knoxville. He's like, man, I just don't know about injecting something in my body. I just try to stay away from drugs and, putting things in my body. I'm like, brother, I understand, and you should. None of us should take medicine. These drugs that are from pharmaceutical companies, no, I honestly, I think we should all get off every single kind of drug that you have in your medicine cabinet for 100 different reasons. But this is not a drug. These peptides are naturally occurring in your body from the day that you were born. That God put you here. You have 300,000 amino acids that are running through your body naturally. So peptides are injecting in your kangaroo amino acids that already exist. They're naturally occurring. It's not a drug. All it does is turn on the signals to say, hey, wake up in there. Let's start talking to each other. And the results are nothing short of phenomenal for men and for women, 21 years old or 81 years old. You can't help but burn fat. So now it's a choice. You literally have the choice to take a risk. It's not really a risk, but if you feel that it's a risk, it's your body, it's your choice. If you choose not to take this peptide, you're choosing to be fat. Sorry. It's this particular peptide, retatrutide, is just it's gonna change our country. It is gonna change. It's gonna change. It's changing everything. It's gonna be a $1 trillion industry really, really soon. Now you can wait until Big Pharma, till they come out with it, and geez, the silly thing is, do you actually trust Big Pharma? Honestly. I mean, considering the last several years that we had, is you trust them, you trust your fat doctor, you trust the medical community, but you don't trust the millions of people that are already doing this with their kangaroos and feeling better and experiencing a different life that's lighter, that's leaner, that's sexier, that's healthier, that's I'm just talking about one peptide here in particular. It's retatrutide. It's not FDA approved yet. Eli Lilly's going to approve it. It's going to in phase 3. It's going to get approved here real soon, and they're going to make $1 trillion on this dang medicine. But you can get it now through research labs and compounding pharmacies. You have the choice. It's your body. It's your choice. I'm not making light of anything. It is truly your body, your choice. You can choose to be fat, or you can choose to be a lot leaner and a lot healthier. And I'd written down when I'm sitting at Twin Peaks, and again, I had 2 beers. Normally it'd be 4, but I had 2 because it's taken away. I barely finished the second beer. But I wrote down like some statistics, some obesity statistics. Our country is fat. And we're clogging up the hospitals with a bunch of sick people that their immune systems are broken down, they're sick, they're unhealthy, and there's waiting lines at every hospital in every town in the United States because we've just got a sick society. We've just got too many people that are sick. And you guys look this up on your own. I wrote down some numbers, but I'm just totally winging this video. The obesity rates and the trends for kids, like 1 in 3 kids are obese. What the hell? Processed foods, inactivity, environment, blame it on a number of different things. But the trends are really, really disturbing. So kids, men, women, obesity rate is the real pandemic here, is that we've got a lot of people that are sick. Not to mention all the different diseases that you get when you are overweight. And you can look those up too, and I wrote down a whole list of them, from diabetes to certain types of cancer, how your body affects your mind, and what's going on in your gut affects your mental health. And oh man, do your own research. Get on ChatGTP or Google or wherever you get your information, or you can just look around. Just go anywhere and just look at the number of people that fit into that category of obese, or just fat, or oh, that person's super lean and athletic and healthy. There's a very few amount of those people. And again, I'm not saying this to be an asshole or judgmental in any way, just the reality. But what I'm saying is that you have a choice. You literally have a choice. There's something that could absolutely change your life. It did for me. And I've got 100 clients that are taking this. I'm getting text messages every day. I'm down 7 pounds, 12 pounds, 17 pounds. I've got coaching clients in multiple countries now that are down 80 pounds, 100 pounds. And with retatrutide, you don't have to starve yourself. Now, with the GLP-1s and the tirepicide, you cannot take those and keep your muscle. You can't. You can't. I tried the tirepicide. And in 6 weeks, I went from benching 225 for 24 times and down to 12. And I was tracking my muscle loss, and I was like a damn AIDS patient. I was leaning up, which felt kind of cool. Shoot, I'm almost seeing abs. To just getting weak and losing muscle. And I was taking steroids a lot. You can't, so I was taking something to keep my muscle, and even the anabolics that I was taking at a high dose, I was still losing muscle. So I can say with absolute certainty on this kangaroo and just the way science works, you cannot take those two drugs and keep muscle. And I know that you'll be watching this. Well, Brian, I don't want to be muscular. I don't want to be buff. I don't want to be. I still want to be feminine or whatever. You have to have lean muscle mass to look and feel good. Okay, so maybe not bulking up and having a lot of muscle is appealing to you, but yeah, you don't want to look like an AIDS patient. You don't want to look like Matthew McConaughey and the Dallas Buyers Club. That's just not attractive. And if it is, then well, you're a Democrat, and bless your heart. So I mean, unless you're transitioning or something, and you actually just want to, I'm talking to men now. I'm talking to men. Women, hold on. Ladies, hold on. If you're a man, you want to have some muscle. And if you're a Christian man, so these are my brothers out there that I'm talking to, I'm going to call you out a little bit right here, that our job as men is to provide and protect. So by provide, I can say as an adult, from my 20s to my 40s, the best years, my high income years, I was dialed in. My fitness, I was strong, I was lifting, I was dialed in. And somehow, a chicken or egg deal, I don't know which came first, is I made a lot of money and then got in good shape, or I was in good shape and I made a lot of money. But my experience is that when your body's right, your mind's right, your finances can sometimes get right. On the other part of that is by protecting, and I'm looking at you guys, and all my men friends. How are you going to protect your wife and your kids if you're so damn out of shape that bending over to tie your shoe, you get dizzy? I'm calling you out because I've been there. I've been fat where I bend over and I'm dizzy when I get up. It's not a good feeling, and you're not protecting anybody that way. So if you are a Christ follower and you're a man, I'm kind of calling you up. Stand firm, act like a man, be a man, and be there to provide and protect. You have to be in some type of physical condition. And if we are called to model Jesus, and I think that we are, for my Christian brothers here, Jesus was a badass. The more I read about him, and the more I understand him, and the more I get to know him, he was a bad dude. Like, he was a lean, ripped. I bet he could bench a lot. I bet he could deadlift a lot. He sure as heck wasn't overweight, and he sure as heck wasn't obese. He did a lot of walking. He was a man. And if you're watching this, if you're a Christ follower and you're a man, step up your game. We're called to be more like Jesus in everything that we do. And he didn't create us to be sloppy, lazy, obese, overindulge, gluttonous. Gluttony, it's a sin, right? So, all right, I'll get off my preaching part, because I know that some of y'all are not there yet. But here's the deal. Starting in January, I'm going to do coaching calls on once a week. It'll be a group Zoom. I'm going to have a men's group and I'm going to have a women's group. And they're different conversations, so I do want to separate them. A lot of my women clients, you know, they're concerned about their hair and their skin and their body composition. So we talk about these things. If you don't want to talk about these things, don't join the Zoom. Okay, don't become part of my coaching. Whatever you do, don't take any peptides, don't take retatrutide. You're perfect the way that you are. I don't care. Love you either way. For my men's group, we're having conversations around TRT, dosages. So TRT is testosterone, which is what men, non-transitioning men, like actual men, that we want, that we need. It's what makes us who we are. It's why we're strong. It's why we are aggressive. It's why we're just everything about us. If your testosterone's not dialed in, you're sluggish, you're sloppy, you're lazy, you're depressed, you're anxious. So it's a coaching group, and we're just talking about men's health, okay? And peptides that can solve a lot of these issues for both men and women. So if this is appealing at all for anybody, whether you're a man or woman, let's get you going. The coaching, it's not free. It's something that we charge for, that I charge for, my time and my experience, and I'm 100% confident, and I'll give you some type of money back guarantee, whatever, that we can get you dialed in. In 2026 can be the best year of your life. Man, I'm already excited about it. I'm closing out this year at the best shape of my life at 48. I mean, I'm not going to lift up my shirt, but you can like almost see my abs, which is kind of cool. So if you're a man and you're watching this video, and you get out of the shower and you're standing there naked and you look down and you can't see you're too fat, bro. So love you either way, and we can go drink beer. But if you want to fix that, it's a choice. It's a choice, and you might have to do something that you've never done before. You probably have to do a couple things you haven't done before. You might have to maybe eat a little bit better and start moving and exercising, but there's certain peptides out there that are just designed to reduce your visceral, Axel, what am I trying to say? Visceral. Jeez, I only had 2 beers, I promise. Your organ fat, the fat around your organs. So now we're talking about your health, your fatty liver, your this right here with guys, okay? Women, I know that you guys hold body fat in different areas, and that's why we're going to have a separate women's call. And there's certain peptides that are really, really, really perfect for women and what your concerns are. And then there's stuff that guys like CJC 1295 and tesamorelin and ipamorelin that are growth hormone producing, that have benefits for women too, But guys, we could talk about those things, okay? So anyway, I felt inspired to do this quick video, and it's a promise that this is like number one of a series of videos that I'm gonna do some that are really just for men. And if you're a Christian man, then I'm gonna talk to you that way. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be straight, no BS. If you're not a Christian man, come aboard. Come aboard. God loves you. Okay, God loves all of us, even Democrats. He wants us to love our neighbors, even Democrats. I'm joking, but I really don't care at this point who you voted for. So sorry for that little political thing, but that's who I am. So either hey, we can work together, and I want to see what's best for you, and I want you to get the best results possible. And I really care. I do, with all people, because I know just so many people in my life, and so many people that are coming into my life right now, that your self-esteem and your self-concept, it's not a woman thing, it's not a man thing, it's both. It's both. We all want to look better, we all want to feel better, we all want to be healthier. And I hate to see my friends in the hospital. I've been in the hospital, I've been sick, I spent a month in the hospital. The medical community just keeps failing us in so many ways. They want to put us on drugs, they want to give us a script for every different type of thing, and I'm just so against that. And I hope this doesn't go against any community standards that social media has, but public enemy number one is Big Pharma and the medical, I'm not even going to call it the medical community, it's the sickness industry. They want us to be sick, they want us to not have hope, and then they want to diagnose us with something, make sure that we have no hope, and then manage our decline for the rest of our life, because it's so profitable for them to do that. And there's never going to be a cure for all these illnesses and for all these sicknesses and diseases, because it's too profitable to treat sick people versus curing them and having them be healthy. There's no profit in healthy people out there. So I hope that resonates with you a little bit. I love you. If you're one of my Facebook friends, I've met most of you, and I've got new people coming aboard. Just, I'd like to meet you, talk to you, help you if I can. If there's any value in that, in my experience in peptides and being a lab rat myself for 30 years, and I've had my ups and downs, and I've been the strongest dude in the gym, and I've been a fat fuck, and I've been addicted, I've been an alcoholic, I've messed up every way that a man can mess up in my life. So trust me, there's nothing that you can tell me, share with me in confidence, that I haven't heard, that I haven't done. This is not coming from a place of judgment, because I've messed up every way in my life, and I'm still a sinner, and I still sin, and I still make mistakes, but I think I'm trending in the right direction. And my purpose now, going forward, is helping people, not helping them with their marketing or to get an extra deal, every year, which is what I've been doing for a while, but to actually make change in your life, where you can get up in the morning and have more energy for your kids and for your husband and for your wife, and look in the mirror when you get out of the shower and you're butt naked and say, damn, I look good. I want that for you. Okay, so public enemy number one, Big Pharma, the sickness community, We're not going to put them out of business because it's just too big to fail. Yeah, my purpose going into this year is really super clear. It's just helping people change their life. And I'm looking at my dog over here staring at me. What are you doing these damn videos? Shoot, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. I need to up my NAD plus so I remember better. But love you guys. If you're watching this, if you actually watched this whole thing, if you didn't, I don't care. But call me peptides. That's the business that I'm in full time right now. Full time. The enemy is here to kill, steal, and destroy. This is not, our enemy is not with flesh and blood. It's with something bigger than that. And if you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's come together and fight. Let's fight against the enemy. And it's not flesh and blood. It's something bigger than that. And I think God's calling us all to do better, to be better, to live better. And if I can be part of your journey, then I welcome that opportunity, and it'd be my pleasure to help you in this process or this journey of yours. So God bless you, love you. We're going to bed so we can go to Oklahoma City tomorrow and watch Alabama just get their asses kicked. I hope so. Go Vols, God bless, and talk to you soon.